Hey guys, so I have seen a little bit of the Taylor Swift, Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively mess. And it's so sad because at this point it's like, take the L. Like, you've lost friendships. You're probably gonna have to pay this guy 400. Can you imagine if they have to really pay him $400 million? I don't even know what's her and Ryan Reynolds' net worth, if they have it to cover that. But Jesus Christ, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Oh my God, I would want to inject out of that so fast and be like, we don't have to do this. Redo. I can't, you lost all your friends. And it's just, I've read it and I instantly, like, you feel just like bleh, because it shows you can get married, you can have children, you can have a career, and you can buy a house, and you can still be the biggest SOB POS on the planet. None of those things are a guarantee for maturity or for emotional depth or for kindness, and it's always interesting that those are the things that we determine success, like, based on those things. We determine if somebody has worth or value, right? Every time you meet somebody, what do you do? So what do you do for work? That's usually the first thing that comes out of people's mouth. Or yeah, that's usually the first question. And then people are already strategically in their head, like, thinking of what that means about you, about the quality of life that you have. The reality is that if you make more money, you just have a better quality of life in terms of, like, health, and you can afford to go on vacations, you can afford other things that other people can't, right? But it's just very interesting. And when I feel behind in life, or when I think about, oh my gosh, but I don't have this or whatever, I'm like, okay, well, just live in the present moment while having goals and actions to make tomorrow better. Because just because you have those things doesn't mean that you're set and you're done as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these people. Like, they have been criticized on their parenting because they put their daughter in a movie and they had her say, like, really vulgar things. Now, that can be here or there, that they still might be really great parents, right? That doesn't mean anything. But definitely their friendships seem like they're starting to give way. They're starting to go under. I saw this report that said, I think it was 50%, if not more, of most friendships are just transactional. It's just, you have something I want, the other person has something, it's just mutual. And it's like, ugh, how ugly. It's so interesting how humans are. Everything we do is based off of other humans, right? This, I'm talking to an audience. I am talking about other humans. When I listen to music, when I read books were written by somebody else, music that was created by somebody else. Just everything about us is just so deeply entrenched in being social creatures and having relationships with each other. And yet, so many of us, our relationships are just such dumpster fires, I guess. And I don't say this as some enlightened being that's looking down at people. I say this as someone who's in the shitter with everyone else, and I constantly have to, like, re-examine and be like, oh, I'm being kind of a dick. I have to, like, work on that skill set. Or, okay, yeah, I'm angry or resentful about past stuff, and that's something I gotta sit down and I gotta kind of deal with, It's like, it's sad. You kind of see how fame and money can be a curse, because I'm sure that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, I'm sure that they were like, they looked at their Rolodex of friends, and I'm friends with Blake, and you're friends with the Always Sunny cast, and you're friends with Hugh Jackman. And they looked at that, and they looked at their bank accounts, and they looked at their house and the kids, and they're like, we're great, we're set, we got this. And then look at how everything has kind of fallen apart. It's like, well, yeah, you have those tangible things, but the intangible stuff of character and morality and honor and loyalty and friendship and being a stand-up person, you just don't, it doesn't appear that you have it, or it's been tainted, or you just have emotional stuff that you have to work through and you got to figure it out, you know? I don't know. I don't know how any of these people's PR is going to recover. Like, people are already sick of celebrity, already sick of it. Because I was like, I peruse Yahoo and Reddit, and like sometimes you're just like, oh my God, it's just a hellscape, you know? Kris Jenner has a new face. She's trying to look like she's like this, she's like that, you know? It's like, I don't know, she's like 70 something. She's got one foot tiptoe dancing with eternity. Like, it's the reality. We as humans, we are born, we live, we die. It is part of the human experience. She's over here blowing kisses with the Grim Reaper, and she's gonna confuse him. He's gonna be like, well, I thought you were in your 70s. How are you now a spry 23-year-old? It's like, hi. It's too much. It's too much. And I saw a woman in person, and so she had lip fillers. And lip fillers, you can always tell when they're done. Like, you can just see it. It's just like that, you know? She had the lip fillers, she had the eyelashes. You could tell that she had some permanent makeup. And she looked okay, but like, she had to have makeup on, because without makeup, it does not look good. Especially the lips, like sometimes I've seen some women, it looks like discolored. Like, it's like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just accept you're gonna get older. It is what it is. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, it just feels like everything has become like awful, you know? Like, everything. And it kind of makes sense. So like, I'm from Jersey, right? And wait, hold on, we're gonna